What's good, YouTube? In this video, we finna address one of Mike Wang's most recent tweets. He sent out this tweet saying most, if not all, of the returning badges have been retuned or reworked in some way. If something was overpowered in 22, don't assume it will be again in NBA 2K23 also. Some of the weaker badges were buffed also. So let's go into the badges and see what Mike Wang is talking about. Let's start with the shooting badges. I'm just gonna let that go there. Let's start with the shooting badges because 2K is heavily offensive oriented and normally they rework shooting and playmaking. For some reason, finishing and defense always take a back burner to shooting and playmaking. Let me know if you guys agree with that. So we got the Blinders badge. I'm pretty sure Blinders is still coming back in NBA 2K23. Not too certain about Circus Threes though. If Blinders is gonna come back, I imagine this is one of those badges. If it's not like at the tier 3 level, to be like, if you guys don't know, 2K is introducing tiers to the badge setup for next gen. So in the tier setup, you're gonna have like the tier 1 badges, which are not nearly as impactful. But when you get up to tier 3, those are going to be badges that actually cost a lot of badge points. And that's going to be for NBA 2K23 Next Gen. If Blinders is still in the game, then I think this will be either a tier 3 badge, and hopefully if they do have it as a tier 3 badge, it will be just as impactful. Circus Threes, if there's not going to be a Circus Threes, I think you can equip a badge called Agent 3, which will help you take difficult leaning shots at the 3-point line. It's going to be something very similar to Circus Threes. They didn't say they were removing it, but if Circus Threes is still in the game, then hopefully it'll be an impactful badge. Deadeye, they didn't mention removing Deadeye. Deadeye should be a good badge to use. Hopefully they rework that, retune that to have a good advantage for your shooting in NBA 2K23. Green Machine, didn't mention removing it, but as you guys notice, Green Machine took like somewhat of a back burner from how goated it used to be. We don't know what yet they're gonna do with this badge in NBA 2K23, but I could see it proving to be useful. Toward the end of the year, more players started equipping Green Machine just as like an accessory type of badge to accommodate some of your more goated, more impactful badges on 22. Hopefully that's the case in 23 with a little more like leverage toward using Green Machine. Lucky 7 is gone. That's out the game. Slippery off ball, I don't think they're gonna do much with slippery off ball. Most guaranteed this probably will be like a tier 1 type of badge. Volume shooter, I imagine, will be a tier 1 type of badge as well. Not gonna be an impactful badge. Catch and shoot, I think they did something with the catch and shoot. I forgot the badge name that they had incorporated in the courtside report, but they mixed this badge with something else to help you shoot better. Clutch shooter also, I think this badge is out the game, although it wasn't out the list. There was another badge that they renamed, incorporating a new badge into NBA 2K23 that has very similar functions to clutch shooters. So I think that badge is going to be a good badge to use. We just don't know the stipulations on the badge. Difficult shots, another badge incorporated into the game that's brand new, is going to take over the difficult shots badge. I think it's called Midi Magician or something like that. So I don't think we're gonna see difficult shots in the game anymore. Hot Zone Hunter is gone out the game. I was heartbroken. Hot Zone Hunter is gone, so they're definitely not doing anything with that. Rhythm Shooter, I imagine this will be something like a tier 2 type of badge. So I think Rhythm Shooter is gonna get reworked to benefit a lot of shooters out there because they kind of reworked and remapped the whole dribbling system, adding gesture dribbles with the double throws and the switchback throws. So if you guys don't know what switchback throws are or double throws are, it's just if you want to do a double throw, you flick your stick in one direction, let it center, flick it back in the same direction. That'll be considered a double throw. If you want a switchback throw, you flick it in one direction, let it center, and then flick it in the opposite direction. That'll be a switchback throw. So considering that they reworked so much of the dribbling, I imagine they'll like give a buff to a badge like Rhythm Shooter. I think that's going to be something like a tier 2 badge. Sniper is out the game. Chef is out the game. Corner specialist still reigning strong, but there is another badge that they're incorporating into NBA 2K23 that as long as if you're a spot up shooter, then you can sit in the corner, and the longer you stay in the corner, you will get a boost to your shot. So it's almost going to guarantee that shot for spot up shooters. If they still have corner specialists in the game, hopefully it's a tier 1 or tier 2 badge so that you guys aren't wasting too many badge points on badges like corner specialist, along with the other badge that helps you hit spot up shots. Is going to be a gimme in the corner. A lot of players are going to be shooting well in NBA 2K23. Fade Ace, they didn't talk much about Fade Ace. I imagine it's making his comeback. I don't think they had that on the list. Correct me if I'm wrong, if it was going to be removed, but I don't think that was on the list. Limitless Spot Up is gone. Set Shooter is gone. And Stop and Pop still in the game. More than likely, this badge is going to be a tier 2 type of badge. I don't know what badges they intend to incorporate into the tier 3 badges. There's going to be 4 of them. There's going to be 4 for tier 1. There's going to be 4 for tier 2, 4 for tier 3, and they're going to have 8 badges in tier 1. So keep that in mind, y'all. Those are the badges that we got here. We don't yet know which ones will get buffed, but you could imagine that badges like blinders that are goated already will go into the tier 3 category. And Mike Wang did say if they were overpowered in NBA 2K22, don't expect the same thing. But then again, what would be the reasoning behind adding tiers to these badges?